Stop what you are doing right now, because the landscape of this Colts offense just shifted in a way nobody saw coming. We are sitting in the dead of May, and while the rest of the league is sleeping, Chris Ballard might be cooking up a move that defines our entire season. I am talking about a weapon that could turn Shane Steichen into a mad scientist. The reports are flying and the smoke is getting thick. We are staring down a move for a superstar who still has that dog in him. This changes every single thing tonight. Before we dive into this absolute bomb of a rumor, I need to talk to the real ones in the building. We are building a tribe here, and we are on a mission to hit 3,000 subscribers, because this community is the heartbeat of the Colts. If you bleed blue, and you want the rest of the world to respect what we are building in Indianapolis, hit that button right now. We are stronger together, and this journey to the top of the AFC South starts with us. Now let's talk about the news that is shaking the foundation of the facility. ESPN is linking us to a name that sends chills down your spine: Deebo Samuel. Just let that sink in for a second. We are talking about one of the most physical and violent playmakers this league has ever seen. Matt Bowen is reporting that the Colts are the absolute best landing spot for this veteran powerhouse. I know what some of you are thinking. You are thinking our room is full. You are thinking we have our guys. But look at the reality of this league. You are either getting better or you are getting forgotten. Deebo is a human highlight reel who has spent his career punishing defenders. He is a guy who brings a level of grit that you simply cannot coach. Imagine him walking into our locker room and setting the tone for the young guys. Imagine the presence he brings to the huddle when the game is on the line in the fourth quarter. He has been through the wars and he has the scars to prove it. This is not just about catching footballs. This is about identity. This is about Shane Steichen having a chess piece that can move across the board and create nightmares for defensive coordinators. Do you honestly believe Alec Pierce and Josh Downs wouldn't benefit from a veteran like this taking the pressure off? Do you trust our management to pull the trigger on a deal that could be the missing piece of our championship puzzle? We have seen too many seasons slip away because we lacked that one extra punch. This is the moment where we decide if we want to be comfortable or if we want to be legendary. But wait, because it gets even crazier when you look at the raw truth of the situation. We have to be honest with ourselves as fans and look at the numbers. Deebo Samuel is 30 years old, and the league is a cruel business for guys who play with his level of physicality. There is a narrative out there that he is losing his juice. They say he is not the same explosive ball carrier who could outrun an entire secondary. And honestly, they might be right about that specific part of his game. We saw the rushing production dip during his time in Washington last season. But here is what they don't want you to realize. While the world was focused on his legs, his hands became pure gold. He posted a career high catch rate of over 72%. That is ridiculous for a guy who lives in the middle of the field where the hits are the hardest. He is not just a gadget player anymore. He has evolved into a sure-handed technician who knows how to find the soft spots in a zone. He caught 72 passes for over 700 yards and 5 touchdowns last year. That is consistency you can bank on. It is an emotional pivot from the guy who used to break 80-yard runs to the guy who moves the chains on 3rd and 8 when your season is on the line. I am losing my mind thinking about the possibilities here. Is he a shell of his former self, or is he just a more dangerous version of a veteran? This is the crossroads we are standing at. We have seen players come to Indianapolis and find a second life under the lights of Lucas Oil Stadium. Why not Deebo? Why not now? We are talking about a player who's still ranked in the top 15 of yards after the catch. That tells me the hunger is still there. That tells me the fire hasn't burned out. He is still fighting for every single inch of turf. Can you imagine the tension in the opposing secondary when they see him and Michael Pittman lining up on the same side? It is a physical nightmare that no coach wants to deal with. The second part of this story is all about the competition and the redemption arc of this offense. We are fighting for respect in a division that is getting younger and faster every single day. We have Tyler Warren coming into his second year at tight end, and he is going to demand a massive share of the targets. He is the future, and he is the primary option across the middle. But look at our depth. We are one unlucky play away from a catastrophic situation in that wide receiver room. If Michael Pittman goes down for even 2 weeks, who steps up? Who carries the load? This is why the Deebo Samuel talk is so vital. It is insurance. It is a safety net made of steel. Shane Steichen loves versatility, and he loves players who can execute multiple roles. We saw what he did with manufactured touches and screens. He can create a long runway for a veteran like Deebo to get up to speed on crossers and fly sweeps. It is about creating an environment where every player is a threat. Even if Deebo is a rotational piece or a situational weapon, his presence changes the math for the defense. They have to respect him. They have to account for him. That opens up everything for Josh Downs in the slot. It gives Alec Pierce the space he needs to win those deep balls down the sideline. It is a ripple effect that makes everyone 10% better. We are talking about a redemption arc for a player who wants to prove he can still contribute to a winner. He doesn't need to be the number one option anymore. He just needs to be the weapon that breaks the back of the defense. I am being raw with you, because I care about this team. We cannot afford to play it safe. We have seen what safe gets us, and it is not a Super Bowl trophy. We need to be aggressive. We need to be the ones who take the risks that others are too afraid to take. Are we going to let another veteran contributor slip through our fingers while we wait for the perfect moment? Now let's get into the insider vibe of this whole deal, because the money is where this gets very interesting. Seriously, I was looking at the cap space today, and my jaw dropped. We are sitting on over $31 million in available space. That is the 7th most in the entire NFL. We are not broke. We are not struggling to keep the lights on. We can afford to take a one-year flyer on a veteran like Deebo Samuel and still have plenty of room to spare for other moves. This is the secret that the national media isn't talking about. We have the leverage. We can offer him a competitive deal to come here and chase a ring without blowing up our long-term future. It is a low-risk move with a massive ceiling. I have a theory that Shane Steichen is already looking at the tape and dreaming of ways to use him. We brought in Nick Westbrook-Ikine, but let's be real here. He is a solid depth piece, but he doesn't scare anybody. Deebo Samuel scares people. He makes defenders hesitate. He makes coordinators stay up late at night wondering how they are going to tackle a 215-pound ball of muscle in the open field. Even if he is 30 years old, he still has enough juice to be a problem. This is about building a culture of competition where nobody is safe and everyone has to earn their snaps. I want to see this team dominate. I want to see us bully people at the line of scrimmage. Adding a player with the reputation of Deebo Samuel sends a message to the rest of the league that the Indianapolis Colts are done playing nice. We are here to take what is ours. We are here to win now. This isn't a rebuilding project. This is a reload. Every single move we make needs to be about winning the next game. Does Deebo Samuel make us a better team on Sunday? The answer is a resounding yes. It is a no-brainer. It is a move that defines the aggression of a franchise that is tired of being overlooked. This is the grand finale of the offseason, and we are at a turning point that will echo through the entire season. We have the cap space, and we have the scheme. We have the coaching, and we have the young core. All we need is that one veteran spark to light the fuse. Deebo Samuel is not just a player. He is a statement of intent. He is the physical embodiment of the grit we want this team to represent. If Chris Ballard makes this move, it shows the fans that we are all in. It shows the locker room that we are not settling for mediocrity. I want to see the fire in the comments right now. I want to know if you believe this is the move that puts us over the top. Are you ready to see a veteran like Deebo wearing the horseshoe and punishing the rest of the AFC? Or do you think we are chasing a ghost of the past? I want to see your soul in the responses because this is our team and our season is on the line. We are not just fans. We are the lifeblood of this organization and our voices matter. If you haven't subscribed yet, do it now because we are going to be here for every single second of this journey. We are building something special, and I don't want any of you to miss a moment of the chaos. This is about more than football. This is about the community we have built and the passion we share for the blue and white. Let's make some noise and let the front office know exactly how we feel. Is this our year, or are we going to watch another opportunity pass us by? The clock is ticking and the league is waiting to see what we do next. I trust the process, but I crave the results. It is time to bring the heat. It is time to show the world what we are made of. Colts Nation.